Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to do this video today just to update you on some changes I'm making in my lifestyle, as well as my HRT update. Just so you know, I'm not giving advice on anything medical or drugs or anything like that. I'm just sharing my experiences with you and what I'm doing with my current regimen and what my goals are. So please don't take, I won't share doses, but please don't take what I'm doing as an example of what you should be doing. With that being said, I'll get started. Okay, so recently I've decided I had to make some lifestyle changes, one of which is having to do with my fitness and martial arts, and the other one is my diet. Earlier this year, I got really sick and I had to go into a very extreme diet, which ended up being, without me really realizing it, extremely low calorie, under 1,000 calories. So I lost a ton of weight. However, I was getting unhealthy as well. I was starting to experience a lot of issues relating to being deficient, probably in some minerals and vitamins and other things, but I'm not sure what that was. However, once I started feeling better and I was able to get back onto a regular diet, or more of a regular diet, I started feeling better, of course. So I am used to being on a restrictive diet and more of a whole food diet. So becoming a vegetarian, and that's what I have done just recently within the past week. Actually more like vegan. I used to be a vegetarian maybe 6 years ago, and I did pretty well at it. I was not 100% vegetarian, but I was about 90% vegetarian. That being said, I decided that it's just easier for me to just try to go vegan this time, and being relatively strict with it. I probably won't be like 100%, you know, if it touched some kind of utensil that had meat on it, I'm not getting upset about stuff like that. But I mean, my diet in general is going to be mostly of a vegetable source or any derivative of it. The reason why I'm doing it is because I still have some continued health issues related to my digestive tract. And I feel that when I do eat more of a vegetarian diet, that I don't experience any problems with that as much, to very little actually. So I decided to just make it easy on myself and just do a vegetarian diet, along with taking some digestive enzymes to go along with that. But it's helping with symptoms, but I do have to get it checked out. So that is the reason why I'm doing a vegan diet, is mostly because of health. I mean, there's other good things about it, as well as feeling better and being healthier, in terms of getting more nutrients and less of the negative effects of having a mixed diet. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. It's not for everyone. I'm not saying mixed diets are no good or whatever, this diet's bad or this diet's it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for me and what I'm doing, I just believe that it's going to be better. Anyways, I'll move on from that. That can get pretty ugly with people. As far as the second half, which would be my exercising and my martial arts, I've decided to cut out a lot of that for now. The reason being is because I want to pretty much stop beating my body up like I was. I'm pretty rough. My training is pretty extreme. It's more like always like a HIIT exercise, high intensity exercise. And being that I'm punching and kicking stuff, there's a lot of impact and it's causing a lot of inflammation in my body. And I've noticed that my recovery is not as good as it used to be. So it may have something to do. And since I've been sick and had the whole COVID thing, I've not been the same. So you could take that for what that is. what you think or whatever, but I just know I feel different. I don't recover as well as I used to. It's taken me a lot longer to recover. So I've decided to just kind of just chill from all that and just take a break, and reevaluate. And this all also ties in with my new HRT regimen and my new or my revamped, or I'm re-inspired to revisit my transition goals again. And that leads into me changing from my whole lifestyle, both diet and exercising and everything that I've been doing. My goals are different now, as in what I want to do with my body. Before, when I was working out, I want to have a certain look. I wanted to look athletic, and I wanted to have some muscles and be kind of lean, almost ripped or whatever. But those aren't my goals now. I've decided because my original goal was I wanted to be ultra feminine, being that I'm a binary male to female, transgender. I don't know why I had trouble saying that, but I'm just tired. It's been a long, long morning and night. But anyways, I want to revisit that, and that is the reason why I'm going to stop doing a lot of those things that I've been doing. I think it's taken me away from that. And if you've watched my previous videos, I've had struggles with that. My body just wasn't where my mind wanted it to be, even though I enjoyed being more physical and and having a type of physique. But in the back of my head, that physique just wasn't what I originally was going for. So with all this going on, I just decided to just make it easier on myself and just embrace the fact that I want to be more, more girly, feminine type of girl, and just enjoy my transition, or my continued transition. I don't intend on getting any surgeries anytime soon. I'm not saying that will change or not, but I'm happy where I'm at. But as far as like my hormones, my HRT, I have been on sublingual pills for like the past 6 years. And doing that, I feel that I had changed or transformed as much as I could, which I've been happy with my results. But after being on the shots, mainly for convenience, because taking 4 pills a day and working a full-time schedule and being active and all that other stuff, it's kind of hard to keep that pill properly dissolved in your mouth, for like 30 minutes at a time without swallowing some of it. And if any of y'all know anything about taking pills, your liver processes most of it. So the more you swallow, the less actual good hormones that you'll get. So I decided to switch to shots because of the convenience, because I only have to do it every so often, versus the pills I have to do it every 8 hours. The downside to doing shots versus the pills, of course, was the inconvenience of having to do that every 8 hours, 4 times a day, as well as if I do swallow any of it, the effectiveness is not as good. So now the plus side of it is the fact that it's dosed 4 times a day, so it's more steady within a given time. And the reason why that's good is because, just like your body's natural ability to produce hormones, it self-regulates, so you always have what you're supposed to have for the most part. However, when you're on shots, it's not like that anymore. Now your only source of hormones is through that shot, and your shot should last you until your next duration. Like if you're on a 5-day or a 7-day or 14-day period, your shot should last. But just like the pills, though, in the beginning there's a peak, then it drops down, with pills, it drops down sharply. And same thing with shots, but it's in a longer duration. So you've got several days of it peaking and then several days of it, dropping. And with that, if your levels aren't stable or you don't have like a minimal amount that your body is comfortable with, as far as like just meant for your mental and your physical upkeep, I guess you can say. I don't even know what the word would be. Then you start having symptoms of like menopause or PMS or something like that. You start getting hot flashes. In my experience, for me, hot flashes, mood swings, and just generally just feeling like crap. So with the shots, the good thing is you only have to take it for so many days. But the bad thing is if you let it get too low, then you will start getting those symptoms. But with the pills, you can continually dose yourself, at intervals on a daily basis. So there's drawbacks and there's positives to both. But in my case, the shots, the way they're working for me is I'm taking them, every 5 days. And I'm on my 4th shot right now. So this would be my first month. And then within my first month, I have to build up those levels in my system. So every shot that I do helps maintain those levels. And from what I've heard, it takes probably 4 to 6 weeks maybe for this to level out. But during the meantime, I need to get blood tests to see where my levels are when the shots are at their lowest before my next shot, and then find out, what my levels are to where if I need to increase them or not, or reduce them even. But that being said, it's just something I got to play with, I guess. But I am seeing a doctor for all this, by the way. I'm just having to manage some of it myself through blood tests and dosage. I'm still keeping within the dosage range that he's recommending, but I'm just doing it in shorter intervals. I hear that works a lot better for your mental state. Again, this is not medical advice for y'all. This is what I'm just doing in my research and things like that. Always see a professional and don't just listen to what I just said and try doing it yourself. I am seeing a doctor for this. So the effects that I'm getting within a month, even though I've been on HRT for 6 years, this is actually giving me a little bit different, I guess, not point of view, but experience. For one, I thought my breast tissue were where they're at. They weren't going to change, but it seems like being on a month worth of shots, they've gotten some life back in them. So that's a good thing. I'm getting the soreness and the fullness that I wasn't having. But I'm thinking it's just because my levels are now getting higher and staying more consistent longer than the continuous peaks and drops. But I think it's the stability of the whole thing is actually allowing my tissues to have the chance to do their thing. I'm just speculating. I don't know, but whatever it is, it's working. I don't know if this is my senses just being more sensitive, or if it's true or not that I feel like my skin is silkier than what it was, and it feels amazing. But again, I've been on HRT for 6 years, and my skin was soft, but it's not silky like it is now. So that's a different thing for me. And I'm thinking because I'm having those other things happen, maybe some of my features might soften up again more or something. I don't know. That would be a positive thing coming out of this. Hopefully my body shapes. Well, my body will shape because I want to lose a lot of muscle, especially being on this vegan diet. My protein's going to be much lower, so I'm going to lose my muscles probably quicker than when I was doing the restricted diet even. So who knows, we'll see. My body composition will change, but then again, I want it more feminine, so hopefully these shots will will help my body reform in a more feminine shape too, prior to even what I was doing before I started working out on HRT. So that was a lot to like spit out. But that's what I've been doing. That's what's going on in my life right now. I'm going to continue doing more HRT updates. And I'll probably do those maybe once a month until I decide that, you know, there's nothing else to talk about. But we'll see. But I will try to do other videos too about other things. But in doing so, it's kind of hard to just come up with just subjects. I just want to, I know a lot of YouTubers, they'll just do whatever and just do a whole video on just some random stuff. And I don't want to do that. So if you leave comments, that would help me out on figuring out, you know, what would be a very good video to do that's more, you know, more relevant to you guys versus just relevant to me. So, because that might be boring, I don't know. But I guess until next time, hopefully I covered enough in this. If not, leave it in the comments if you have any questions, and maybe I can answer it in another video. So I will catch y'all later.